welcome back to Behind the Book. Today I'm gonna be spilling all the beans on the design process to get style therapy from a ratchet, no, it's not ratchet, a fabulous self-published book to an actual book that is going to be in stores and fabulous everywhere on April 27th. So this was a process, and I feel like it needs to be shared because there's a lot of other factors that go behind the design of a book outside of just the design of a book. So my self-published book, The Style Solution, which is beautiful, by the way, my designer created it. I love the color, I love the cover, I love the fonts, like I loved it all. So when I started to work with Abrams on what this new book would be, Style Therapy, the first thing they said was, we're not making the cover pink. And I was like, well, pink's my brand color. And they said, here's the deal. Look at this. And they pulled up all of these books. They pulled up all of these books from Girl Boss to every other freaking book. Literally every book right now written by a female, author that's like of millennial age is in millennial pink. So they said by the time your book comes out, that pink could be like over and done with. It's not, it's still going strong. But they didn't want my book to get lost in a sea of pink books. They wanted it to stand out. They wanted it to be timeless. So they're like, we really would like to do something different. And I said, that makes a lot of sense, and I'm totally for it. I also had the option of continuing to use my designer, which, my designer does my website and the design for all of my products and things, or I could use the designer that came with Abrams, their design team. So I thought a lot about it, because I've been with my designer forever and hope to remain to be, but I was curious to see what the publisher, how they would translate my words into art. So it was kind of an experiment for myself in terms of like, they said my brand is so, I think they said in your face, accurate. It's very raw, it's very honest, which y'all know that, you watch my videos. And they thought there was a little bit of a disconnect between, the pinks and the cursives and things of my current book in the Style Solution. So I'm like, all right, have at it. I want to see what my voice looks like according to, this massive publishing house. So that was kind of the framework. I wanted to be still heavily involved, hashtag entrepreneur control freak. So I made some Pinterest boards, I made some mood boards of kind of a blend between the boldness that they wanted and my current brand, because I didn't want it to be too far off. So I made the mood boards, blah, 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 blah. Cut to a trip to New York. I know, what a cut, okay? Now we're in New York. So I really wanted to meet my agent and my editor in person. So I went to New York City, obviously pre-pandemic, to meet with them, and I got to see the first version of what they were thinking in terms of the design. So I actually have those documents right here, and I was shocked. Okay, first of all, I felt like the most important person in the world. I felt like Oprah, okay? I walk in to this, building in New York City. The building was also HQ to Gucci, Getty Images, Nobu, which if you haven't ate at Nobu, it's delicious. HarperCollins, this was some legit, okay? It was some legit business. Walk into the offices, it's like a sea of books. There's books everywhere. There's books by Vogue, there's books like Tim Gunn, he writes books for Abrams, like Ami Song, like all of these people that are iconic, not only in fashion, but in everything else. I'm like, oh, my book is going to be amongst these legends. This is so exciting. So I already felt, pretty, Oprah level. But when we get to the big table, and I'm at the head of the table, and it's like my editor and my agent and the design team, and they lay out these papers, and they're like, this is the first pass at your book. Now, my ass, okay, I thought this was going to be some black and white book. I mean, I knew the cover would be colorful, but I was like, okay, this is some plain text, black and white, maybe one other color. No, this was a full color experience happening. So I wanted to cry right then and there. And I'll admit, I let the shock of it kind of take over, because after I looked back over it, I was like, you guys are amazing. This is perfect. I love it. They're like, yay, we nailed it. And I was like, actually, no, you didn't nail it. We need to go back to the drawing board. So here's kind of the first thing that they showed me, which I was super wowed by, was these prints as options for dividers in the book and options for potential like cover treatments. So as you can see, these are my notes from the meeting. I said, this one's pretty, this one's pretty, pretty. Hell no on this one. And I said, not so much on this one either. But this already, I was like, ooh, we're having fun here. I like it. Then we got to this, which showed the fonts and their thoughts for color. I said, what are these colors? No. I said, I like the purple. Okay, this is funny, because this is the first time I've really looked at these since getting the book deal. The two colors that I checked that I said I liked in the initial meeting, those colors are in the book. The rest, I was like, girl, what is this? What is this orange? What is this? This is not my gold. What is this? What is this? The fonts, I said I like this one. Oh my God, that's the font from the cover. They listened. And the rest, I was like, nyeh. Then they showed me some interior. They showed the divider page, which you will see in the final book. We have something similar, but in the more traditional. So I was like, this is too much color. It's too much. Then they did these, and again, I had some things to say. I was like, this looks varsity weird. The contrast of the colors. This is weird. It's weird, okay? I said I like the sentiment, but it's weird. So the final version, we have purple with the Lauren pink and like the gold. So you can see it was quite a journey from these to where we landed, okay? Then they laid out the first chapter. Oh, look. This is the page I just showed you. Their first try. Close, but no cigar. More interior pages that they mocked up. And in the final version, we just went with that green. They were doing too much with the prints. It was too much. These are the confession pages where I tell personal stories. But in the final version, we do pink in the confessions. So, you know, the layout stayed pretty much the same. I found these to be very cute, the little hangers with the tips. We kept the hangers, just not in that color. Could you guys imagine if you open up the book and we had finished on these colors? A for effort, but I had to step in. I had to step into the driver's seat. So that's the thing. I'll give you guys like a little tip in bosshood. Here's the wardrobe checklist. Here's the first draft of setting your intentions. So that was like the very first pass. And it was really easy to get caught up in the excitement of it all. And I think that was probably the one thing, if I could go back in time, that I would change, is I was so swept up by the Oprah-tude of the moment, stepping off the elevator. My outfit was on point. I was like, anyone want my autograph? I mean, I was feeling myself. And I was so high on that I couldn't see past that, like, this wasn't really like in alignment with my brand. It wasn't really perfect. I was just so excited that, someone was treating me nice. It's like when you're dating like a dirtbag and then a guy pulls out, your chair at dinner and you're like, marry me. He's like, I literally just pulled out your seat. That's better than I've ever been treated. So it was kind of like that. So we ended up recalibrating. And there was a lot of back and forth between me standing up for my brand that I've built for years and tiptoeing between not being a pain in the ass first-time author. So the longer I took to be like, no, not like this, like that, the longer it was taking the book to get finished. So there had to be a point where it was like, all right, girl, let's just like kind of meet in the middle here. So we met in the middle. This is the final book. The cover, let's talk about the cover. They came up with, I think, 6 different cover options. This was not the cover I chose. They picked this one. I picked the ones that had 4 quadrants of different color leopard prints. Now, in hindsight, they made the right choice. This was the right choice. The other one was too busy. But I was like, why didn't y'all pick the one I wanted to pick? It's a compromise. That's what I'm trying to get at here. It's a compromise, okay? But we did land somewhere in the middle. We've got this beautiful cover that I love. We've got a combo of old Lauren colors and new colors for the book. And I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. It was scary, but I'm pleased. Another portion of the design process is they send you the finished book printed out. This is not the finished book because when I got it, this is when I was the difficult first-time author. I was like, no, this isn't it. So as you can see here, a little peek behind the curtain, this confession, they had purple with like a faint animal print in the background. I was like, no, we need to call a meeting here, okay? I was a pain in the ass. I will admit it. I tried to be a kind pain in the ass, but I wanted my first book to be my first book. So yeah, it went from this to this. Now the stage that I'm in the design process is designing all of the fun extra things that are going to come with the book. So for example, I designed some stickers. So this is the mock-up of these stickers. Only very special people are getting the stickers, okay? But here's the stickers because the Style Therapy book is meant to be written in, it's meant to be stickered. This is my copy of the book. I got my little stickers and my writing in it. Look at me go. Look at that. That outfit was a winning outfit right there. So designing stickers. I do have some fun book bonuses. So if you purchase 1 copy of Style Therapy and you turn in your receipt to me, you are going to get my printable and beautiful Style Therapy sticker book. So it's got tons of stickers in it. It's super cute, super fun, way more patterns and designs than these stickers, and you can print them out at home on sticker paper. You will also get my Style Therapy Style Affirmation flashcards. And again, you print them out at home. They're flashcards to make you affirm your most fabulous self. So working with my designer on those. And then there's some other fun bonuses. If you buy 4 books, you get the 2 that I just mentioned, and you also get my little outfit formula paper dolls. Yep, paper dolls, okay? Now I get to design all of these fun companion pieces that go with the book. So that's kind of like the last phase. That and promotional graphics. There's a lot of design. There's a lot of design involved in a book. So, you know, you pick up a book and it looks like, oh, okay. You don't even think anything of it. No, blood, sweat, and tears, my friend. Hours of meetings, hours of emails, compromise, like, I mean, mood boards, Pinterest boards. It's so much, but it's so rewarding to be able to like hold what you've made at the end of the day. And I want you to hold what I made at the end of the day too. So right now, Style Therapy is available for pre-order. The release date for the book is April 27th. And check out my book page, style.lauramessiah.com/styletherapy, and you can learn more about those book bonuses that I mentioned. Because if you buy 4, not only do you get all that fun stuff that I designed, but you also get a free 30-day membership to Style Confidence Collective. So get you some books, and I hope you enjoyed this peek behind the curtain on the Style Therapy design process.